Welcome back to Life and Style Wednesday edition of Relationships Wednesday. We've had Mandate, we've had Nisa Mehe. Remember, if you want to join the conversation, it's going on live right now on our social media platforms. On Facebook, it's KTN Life and Style. On Twitter and Instagram, KTN Life _Style. SMS is 22840. And if you want to send us that WhatsApp message, it's 0700574747. There you have it. Right about now, we've seen a lot of Style My Wives, which was, out of the norm. Women are more likely to just decide, my hubby is the one who's not looking so good. But today, for the first time, we have a lady who's decided to style the hubby. I've got Crystal Okusa in studio.
I'm excited.
I can't wait to hear all about it.
This is interesting.
This is interesting, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And the interesting thing as well is, the way you think that it's only the women who will take it and then they will go with the flow?
Yes.
Even men are going with the flow. Like, they're not so, get out of my house, or I'm not talking to you. No.
One day
they're
you'll
actually
be
going
kicked
with
out, Crystal. One day.
Well, that would be an interesting piece for you guys to have on air. If that happens, yeah? And then we'll call Pastor Chris, come and harmonize the situation. And then this time I've actually met a very young couple. I think that our first young couple on the show. Yeah. They're married, but then they're young.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yes, because I know we've told other guys who are in campus that's not yet, but these guys are married.
Okay.
The lady feels like the lady is called Dorcas Jerry. The husband is called Pius Wambogo.
All right.
So Dorcas felt like, my husband, this is Dorcas' story. Anava mtumba mingi sana. That is where she started it. And I asked her, what's wrong with mtumba? Ni mingi tu sana. Mimi spendi mtumba. Unavaa mtumba? Nimeanza tu recently.
Tops.
Tops. Lakini trousers siwezi vaa mtumba. Siwezi. And I asked, what is wrong with it? No. Zinaka zimefade.
Pastor Chris, do you have anything on mtumba clothes that you feel is wrong or right?
I don't know whether it's not really about wrong or right. Mm-hmm. I think it's about preferences. Some people think that they get better quality with the second hand. Yeah. For some people, it's a matter of their pockets. But I know that when you buy stuff from the shop, if you can get good quality, I know that there is that fineness to it, where a white is white. There's not many shades to white, and the black is black. So I would understand her, and I would like to hear.
Another main problem she had was the fact that when they were dating, he was dressed up like in the shirt and nice pants. But now he's in t-shirts and jeans. Like, he's gone back to...
Girls get into a marriage and just chill, and they're okay. But now it's the guy who got into marriage.
Yes, he got into marriage, and he actually gave out his clothes.
Gave out his clothes?
Yes, that's what she said.
No, I'd go with a girl. I'd be like,
But generally, when men get into the marriage or something, they don't even think too much about that. That's why it is very good that we are doing the Style My Hubby.
I know.
They don't think too much because they also, ladies get into the part of they want to take care of the children, they want to take care of the house. Sometimes the men also just get caught up in, I'm providing. And as long as I'm providing, I'm being a good man. Mm-hmm. So they forget the part that the lady also wants to see an attractive man.
Yes, and then they also gain weight and get kitambi.
Kupikiwa, nini, no duties. I think we need to see this feature. Let's take a look at what Crystal Okusa did for this couple before. Yeah, we have a conversation and see the transformation that she brings into these people's lives.
I just flipped the coin because it is time to style your hubby. I'm your host, Crystal Okusa, and we're in Kahawa Wendani. We come to be the first husband on Style My Wife. Now we call it Style My Hubby, Style My Wife. Let's go and meet Dorcas and see how this turns out. Oh, hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Thank you for having us. What's the feeling about this
I'm so
surprised moment?
I'm so surprised and happy.
Okay.
Yes.
Is your husband home? What does he know?
He doesn't know anything.
Okay.
Yes. He's just in the house.
So what did you tell him? What is he doing at home?
Just relaxing in the house.
No, what did you tell him to keep him at home?
I just told him that I want him to take me somewhere today.
Okay.
Yes.
What is the problem? Why is Style My Hubby here?
I've watched you guys in the telly, and then nimeona vile mna encourage wase.
Okay.
Yes, you mnaleta hadi couples together.
Yes.
Yes. couples may be having even time to talk each other. Yes.
Lakini nini mbaya na nguo zake?
Nguo zake. Oh God, I'm like
why are you bringing God into this? What is wrong?
Kuna shida mingi sana.
Okay.
A lot of problems. Yes. Welcome.
Hello. Hi. Surprise. I am Crystal Okusa. Nice to meet you.
You too.
Your love Dorcas here has brought us to you. Yes. Do you know why we're here? Can you guess?
Not really.
What's going through your mind?
I don't know.
Hebu sasa nataka uambie Pius. Shida iko wapi?
Shida. Shida amekuwa kivaa mtumba clothes every time. He doesn't want to change.
And what is wrong with mtumba clothes?
Okay, I'm not sikatai na mango za mtumba. They are nice, but at least you just mix mtumba and the shop. Yes.
So Pius, why aren't you wearing anything mtumba shop related?
You know, if you just like something, just take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has she told you that before? That she didn't like your mtumba clothes?
Yeah.
What did you do about it?
Nothing.
That is why she has called us, because you did not do anything about it. Yes.
So, kuna vile umeniambia, umejua unavaa mtumba?
Mimi navanga mtumba tops. I normally do tops mtumba, but the trousers no.
Why?
Because I don't like mtumba trousers.
But how will a trouser show that this is mtumba trouser and this is
There's a very
ya
big
duka?
difference.
Ukweli?
So, mtumba zinaenda zile. Bit kiasi. Yes.
Okay.
But normally alikuwa anavaa.
Nataka kuona hizo nguo za mtumba zimebit kiasi. Sawa, so Pius.
Okay.
Nataka please unionyeshe nguo gani hizo Dorcas anaongea about.
Yeye ndio anafaa kunionyesha kwanza niambie.
By the way, you're right.
The mtumba's one. Zile apendi.
Can you see even the belts?
Okay, what's wrong with that belt?
Belts za mtumba surely.
Ebu ambia Dorcas nini mbaya na hii belt kwani? Yeye anaona nini mbaya?
Mimi sioni ubaya yote.
Kuna ubaya.
Which
It's
gani?
not looking good.
Unataka buy belt gani?
Yeah, at least yes. I bought him like last week. I don't know where he left.
Where is
it
that
then.
belt that you bought for last week ya duka? You know, Dorcas has
Somewhere.
definition ya duka ya mtumba. She wants to see the difference. So what don't you like though? Like even if Pete went to buy, atajua Dorcas apendi nini?
I'm not saying that it's that bad. It's not that bad, but I don't like it seriously. Cause okay, I can see imefade lakini kama nyingine ya duka nilikuwa nimebaia ilikuwa at least.
Oh, so utaki nguo ina fade
Nataka at least a mix.
Oh, nguo iko mpya?
Leo anavaa mtumba, kesho duka at least. Yes,
okay.
that's what I want.
Uko na nyingine yenye Dorcas anapenda?
Maybe aniambie because
Hata
I think
confused.
yes, I'm so confused.
What is your opinion about what you're wearing?
I look good. I'm comfortable with it.
So you don't get what she's saying at all?
Yes, I can't understand it actually.
Dorcas, you told me that she started wearing mtumba clothes the other day.
Yes.
So you're not, shida yako hapa ni mtumba.
Mtumba akona mtumba mingi sana.
Okay.
Nataki at least commit them. You see, but when we were like getting married, he used to wear those nice shirts.
Where do they go to?
The nice shirts, the casual shirts. I
And
used
belts.
to love it.
And
the belts. Alikuwa na clad.
Sasa unataka kusema hizo manguo zimeenda wapi kwani?
Seriously, alipeana. I don't know where they are.
He was wearing them to get a wife. To get a wife. Now he got the wife. The clothes are just...
Exactly, he used to wear nicely.
Okay. So you feel like that person is gone?
Even I was even comfortable nikiananisha naye na sahi.
Na sahi usikii kama uko hapo.
Sahi siwezi nikasikia kwa sababu I'm not that comfortable.
Unasikia kwambia hivyo Chris?
Good.
Not good.
Not good.
What would you tell her?
I'll just try and change for the
I want
better.
to see what else. Like, do you does it have anything unapenda?
The shoes. Only the shoes.
Okay, fanya hivi. Vaa hiyo nguo yako ingine yenye wewe unapenda, alafu na hizo viatu yenye yeye anapenda hizo za mtumba. Dorcas and Pius need to tell us where there's a disconnect, because it feels like she knows what she wants to say in him. He's getting that he doesn't like this, but he's not responding to either changing his clothes or even wearing the ones that he wants him to wear. So Pius, can you show us what you have? Joe, hivi, uone mpaka viatu. You like the shoes?
Yes. I do love white
Okay.
rubbers.
Yeah, I can see you also wearing white rubbers.
And the
Are you
jeans.
the one who bought those ones?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
She also bought for herself. And the jeans, you like it?
And the jeans, because it's from the shop. That's this one.
Keyword from the shop.
Yes.
Not because it fits or it's the right color, from the shop. Yes. And the t-shirt?
I do also like the t-shirt.
Is it from the shop? I think that's trying to be nice, yeah? You're trying to be nice. I feel like there's a bit of conflict in the sense that she says if she doesn't like what you have, she buys you some stuff. You're not responding, but you're not wearing them either.
I have to appreciate all this.
And then?
Then you just wear it for some time,
Okay, like a day.
a day or two.
Okay. Have you told him that, how come ujavai nguo tena?
Yes, I normally tell him.
And then what did he say?
And remind him.
Uh-huh.
Alafu ananiambia, okay, sasa nimekwambia kuna trouser mbili nilikuwa nimembaia, then he gave out one, the other one I had to sell. Ananidanganya ananipeleka hivi, but unajua nitajua cause number one is washing.
That's the thing, yeah. I'm wondering, like, you know that something is missing.
So we are like, tuna disagree.
Okay.
Yeah, we normally disagree every time, like.
She feels like you guys are very new in marriage, but you've changed so fast.
The clothes, the one I used to have, they zikazeka. After that, so you just have to throw them away. I will give it them.
Azikuzeka. They used to be nice looking. Ilikuwa zinakaa poa. So all of a sudden I don't know what happened. Surely.
Maybe I became comfortable. Maybe.
Aren't you guys very new? That's what she's saying. You have become too comfortable too fast, especially with the clothes part. So you want jeans and shirt. You want that look.
Yeah, and the jumpers.
Okay.
With some of the jumpers.
Ziko mingi sana.
Baridi imezidi.
You know, now you can also wear a coat, like a casual coat. See a suiti. It's a casual coat. Usually the cut is different. Even the design, sort of like it has stripes and stuff. It's a bit different from the suit. So she wants you to just move a bit from being the young guy to being her husband.
Okay.
Yeah, get the difference? Cool. So what's going to happen is that she and I, and please, I feel like you need to say it. If you don't like something, say it.
Okay.
And then you look for what is the alternative. She and I are going to shop for you. We're going to get you clothes that she would like to see you in. Because she has to see you every day. If you don't like it, tell her, I think it would be nice if this works, but then let's change it this way. You get?
Yeah.
That way, it's not a silent treatment of...
Wearing what she wants.
Or, actually, you're probably not wearing them, you're just not saying that I don't want them. And she's also wondering why you're not wearing them. Yes. And then you guys can have a treat, you can have... rekindle this young love that is about to... So we are at Contrast Inc. They have very, very nice stuff for men. Hi, Lucy. Hi. How are you? I brought Dorcas with me. We are styling her husband for the show Style My Hubby. So she feels like the husband is still dressing a little too young. Okay? So Dorcas felt that we need to show him that you can still look put together, which is key for men, put together. But he will not lose his young element of being young and like just wear blazer, but then instead of a jumper.
Jumpers.
Yes, she wants to throw away the jumpers. Guess how party? It's a party. It's a party. It's party. Can you also just carry this? I like that. I don't want to lose that sense of it. Yes. Between these two.
I would take this for the jeans as a different look. You guys, remember you could also style your hubby by sending us your nomination on 0700 574747. Give us your feedback as the show continues. Guys, this week we flipped the coin. We are styling husbands on Style My Hubby. Dorcas and Jerry called us and said, you know what? I like my husband, but he's dressing in jumpers, which she finds a little too young. So she wants him to wear clothes that make him look manly, but still trendy. Now we went shopping and got her husband, Pius Ombogo, stuff that are more put together, but he still can be as casual as he is comfortable with for his day-to-day. Hi, Pius.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. You?
Good. How are you feeling about this moment?
A bit worried.
Yeah? But then I remember you told me something about the fact that you were a bit upset about the ambush.
Yeah, true.
Your house.
I was.
Yes.
It's not nice. Someone might get an heart attack.
But then how else would you have wanted us to do it?
At least we went a bit earlier, kidogo.
Would you have found him in the house if you wanted him? Would you have found him in the house?
Maybe.
Exactly.
Maybe. Yeah.
And that is why we did not tell you. Next time it could be you. Pius, let me come. I go and show you why this was all worth it.
Okay, cool.
So we got you stuff that you're able to wear at dinner. When you guys have dinner like today, then you're able to wear to say your day-to-day. You like casual clothes.
Yeah, I do.
But now, instead of jumpers, you wear casual jackets, okay? And then you like jeans, so there's jeans, but with a coat.
Okay.
And shirts, yes, as opposed to jumpers. Hi, Mommy.
Hi, how are you?
Shall move away from all the love. I told him, I have given him very high expectations of what we have ready for him. So, could you please show us?
Yes. Just come here, sit. As I had promised,
Okay.
we're going out for shopping to have you something nice to change your wardrobe. These are the things we're having. The shirt, the casual shirt.
So now this and jeans, tops,
Yes.
shirt and jeans.
Okay.
Yes. And the jumpers, you just leave the jumpers aside. You have the blazers now.
Yes. So now jumper replaced blazer. You see the difference?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. The difference that this is going to give you put together is the key here. And then you have a suit. What do you think so far?
They're nice. They're
Okay,
nice, yeah.
but
I don't mind.
oh,
Don't
good,
mind.
good.
Don't
So
mind.
we are off to a good start, yeah? Great. At least he's looking forward, right?
Even the t-shirt.
Yeah. So now this is what you wear with a coat and jeans. We're going to show you something different here. So how about we go have a seat? At least he likes them, right? Yeah? I was worried that he'd be like, no, this is too serious. I don't want this. But so far, that is the point. He is seeing where we're coming from. He is seeing the point, you know? And that is why you need to call us to style your hubby. Remember to keep the conversation going. My handle is at Crystal Okusa, and then also at KTN Life_style. Let us know what you think, and also send nominations for your hubby.
I'm glad I called Style My Hubby because I've seen changes, because he used to wear like, I was not happy, but right now I'm so excited. I'm going to help him maintain everything. He won't go back again in wearing such clothes. I want him to continue wearing the way I've seen, the changes I've seen. At first, he was not listening to me because maybe he was not taking it serious. But right now, he has listened to me seriously. I can see a change because you guys, you've made him change completely. As in, when you came, okay, you've gotten that surprise. Now you've changed everything for him. I was not happy at all, but right now I'm so happy because I can see it looking good. The old things they are done, especially what was making me mad, the belts, the jumpers. I was not happy at all, but right now I'm cool. Oh my God. Hey, you're looking good.
You like it?
Yeah. Like it a lot. Let me
And
see.
look, I even have my hands straight.
You want to see the back? Good.
You know what we can add as well? I have some pocket squares.
Jumpers are good. Jumpers are just
Jumpers are gone, eh?
completely.
So these are pocket squares. You can just add oomph to your look. What do you think, Dorcas?
Looking very nice.
Yeah?
Very nice.
How are you feeling?
Very nice.
Are you seeing that confident? Nice.
Very nice.
And the fact that the jumpers in comparison,
I don't mind them. Yeah, they're good.
this is we can throw in the jumpers now.
Yeah, I can.
Zile mingi zinaenda.
Zote.
Done.
They're very far.
Mission accomplished. Wear something else with the jeans. We show you how else you can wear your jeans.
Okay.
And then even the t-shirts and the jeans you can go to that. It's one where Dorcas is coming from. Sawa.
Wow.
This is how you wear your t-shirt
Okay.
and jeans. What do you think?
They're nice.
Perfect.
Are you seeing where we're going with this?
Yeah.
Let me show. I'm teaching you something new as well.
Okay.
Pocket square. See the color, the difference between what you are wearing. You're just supposed to add a sense of energy and life to your look. What do you think?
Nice.
Nice?
Nice.
Love it? Right. Are you seeing where this is going?
Yeah.
Are the jumpers done?
All of them.
Copy, sir? Now you see the point. You see where you look, you're casual, but you're the man that she wants you to be.
Exactly.
Very nicely dressed, yeah?
Yes. Wow. Hey, the t-shirts are just the t-shirts, the old t-shirts, yeah. Far away now.
You?
And the bell. Look at the bell.
Oh, the belt.
Oh my God.
The belt. Them too, my belt is gone. This is the belt you should be wearing.
Good.
So are you glad that we came to the house? It wasn't so bad, right? You see, you still have your jeans. It's still casual, but you look very nice.
Wow. Hi, sweet. You're looking nice.
You too.
Oh,
I'm good.
good.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Looking fantastic.
Thank you. You too.
Very nice. Can you just get cheers?
Cheers for all
us?
this.
Yes,
Okay,
for all things.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'll change. True. No more t-shirts and hoodies.
No more jumpers again.
Yeah. And the belt.
And the bell. And the Mtumba bell.
And the string belt.
Actually, I'm going to be happy about it. I'm happy. I'm seriously happy.
I'm also happy. Thanks for all this.
Hey, welcome.
Okay.
Yeah, let me ask you. You also liked the jeans?
I don't mind the jeans, but they're almost the same as mine. Almost.
Yes.
True. They are almost the same as mine.
Yeah, no. I'm not the same
But
as
I've
you.
seen what you want, so
Yes,
that's what I'll be buying.
yes.
Yes.
At least be going for that.
Okay.
And the place that just leave the jumpers away from the house.
Not even one.
Of course, one. And it is that cold.
Okay.
Yes. Now you change for better.
Okay.
She decided completely.
Kabisa. The juice is nice. Oh, here's the food. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
A wonderful dinner.
A wonderful day, wonderful dinner. Single.
True.
Yes.
How's your food? How's your food?
Very nice. I love it. I And you? You'll have it.
It's nice. Comes on.
That's very nice.
Yeah, baby, I'm a classic man. I'm a classic man. You can be me when you look this clean. I'm a classic man. Calling on me like a young OG. I'm a classic man. Your knees get made by the street, elegant, old-fashioned man. Yeah, baby, I'm a classic man.
So I promised you, Style My Hubby is exciting. A little more than Style My Wife. Okay, I'm just being biased, sorry. Because I got a chance to say these things differently and be on the woman's side. Yeah. Yes, because with Pius, Dorcas felt like Pius had gone back. You see that men say that women have relaxed in marriages.
Yeah.
Now Dorcas feels like Pius had really relaxed. And she's like, they've just gotten married recently. They're not been together for a very long time. So Pius used to dress up when they were dating, according to Dorcas.
Is that part of what attracted you to him?
No.
But
But you like him look.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
at what point did he give away the clothes?
Like 4 months old.
Yeah.
Like 4 months old.
So then he moved, the moment you guys moved in together,
Yes.
the clothes just...
Yeah, yes.
Why, Pius?
I think I needed a change of style.
So you went to the t-shirts?
I never knew I was going to something worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then interestingly, she had told him. But then you told me something about you were hearing, but you were ignoring.
Yeah.
You didn't think it was important.
Yeah, true.
You thought it's just those things that are really not really key.
Yeah, yeah.
At what point, when you were at your house, did you
Yeah.
feel like, okay, Dorcas is saying something to me and I really need to hear it?
When I saw you guys,
We found him
You
watching
saw this,
TV, yes.
You felt that this is very
yeah,
serious.
this is now serious.
So how's it been for you guys after we left? Have you guys talked about it?
Yes.
Of course,
we
yes.
talked about it.
And?
Yes.
And I decided now I'll change. I'll go back to the old style.
Yes.
Yeah.
You actually look good.
Thank you.
You look very nice.
You too.
Thank you very much. And she'll always compliment you.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So we have even had more interesting Style My Hubby. And what I liked about it is the eventuality that he was wearing a lot of jumpers, but now we swapped the jumpers with casual jackets.
Right.
As opposed to, not leather, but a coat. Yeah?
And you know, Pierce has got the kind of body that he would never struggle to find anything.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Then
he would
he
never.
was covering that with jumper, like the hood.
You wouldn't struggle to find anything. There's people, man. There's people who, well, the shoulders may fit, but then the tummy or
Yes,
something. So they
yes.
struggle to find what to put on.
Yeah.
But I think you've got a kind of body that you would always find something to put on and look good in, whether it is official, casual, you know,
Yeah.
whichever
So now will
way.
you guys be consulting each other?
Yes, we will.
Oh, I like that. Like it's an agreement. So this is working. Style My Hubby is working.
Yeah, yeah.
What should you guys tell other couple who are...
Would like to encourage other couples, as in this program has really changed us,
Okay.
me and my hubby.
And more ladies should nominate their
Their
hubbies.
husbands,
Yes,
yes.
yes.
Yeah,
This is 0700574747. Send those pictures, send the video if you want to take a video in the morning, or just, just send the name and his profession and give us a reason. And that's it. I'll be at your door.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we believe that, the old thought that being manly means that you just dress anyhow. No, we want the men to look good.
We want a man to look good. There's also competition out there. There's competition that you see other ladies looking good. You also see other men looking good, right? And you want people to come home and see that.
Right.
Yeah. So have you thrown away the t-shirts now?
Yes,
Pius?
true. After you left.
After I left?
Yeah.
Okay. But it hasn't gotten any friction between you guys?
No.
Okay. I'm glad it's actually
They're good.
positive.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it was positive, yeah.
Yes.
Because he saw us, he was not happy to see us, but he went with it. He's like, Sawa, you want me to change? I'll go and change.
It's a good thing that, it's not a relationship-threatening thing that your wife wants you to change how you dress.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. I've got to commend you for wanting the relationship so much that you're willing to change certain things
Yes.
just to make the relationship work.
Yes.
That's a plus for you.
Yeah.
Never lose that.
And more husbands need to do that, by the
Yeah,
way. And
yeah.
as wives also, for Style My Wife, it's very nice, you know, that the husband wants you to change as opposed to going to look for an alternative.
Yeah, because
very
they're
good.
trying to improve that.
Yeah.
So you don't feel like it is criticism. You look at it as a point of improvement.
Yes.
And it is said that the largest room in the world is the room for improvement.
And patience to give the
Yes.
person time to improve.
Yeah. There you have it. We've had Pius. We have had Pius, who has been changed, transformed, styled as a hubby, and we would like to have more hubbies being styled. So please nominate them on 0700574747 WhatsApp. And if you want to nominate your wife, because we're still nominating wives for Style My Wife with Crystal Okusa, you could go to the same number on WhatsApp, 0700574747. You could also hit Crystal at Crystal
Okusa.
Okusa.
Yes.
That's
It's
on.
just Facebook, Crystal Okusa, Twitter, Crystal Okusa, Instagram. It's just the same.
It's just the same.
It's the same Crystal Okusa, yeah.
Right. And on Twitter at KTN Life _style. The same for Instagram, KTN Life and Style for Facebook. And when you write us, please remember to use the hashtag KTN Life and Style. We'll take a break, then we will get back with Ask Pastor Chris.
A very good morning to you. Welcome to Life and Style. I'm Wikali. Remember, we keep reminding you that the most important project that you can ever work on is you. And that is why we have Relationships Wednesday. We talk about forgiveness, talk about love, we talk about relationships. And also we get to ask Pastor Chris questions. And we style your hubby and your wife every single Wednesday. Pastor Chris, how are you feeling this morning?
Very well. How are you feeling yourself?
I am great. I am sorry about this. I did not know you're going to pull on a purple. That's very bold of you.
You're always trying to get what I'm going to wear. Then you show up in what you're going to wear, which is looking like myself, including your shoes this time. So next time there's got to be a memo.
Yes, there's got to be a memo.
Yeah, you put on white, I put on black or something like that.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So, Pastor Chris, what do we have on mandate today?
We're talking about how alcohol affects relationships. We've spoken so many things on Relationship Wednesdays, the mandate segment. We've talked about finances, we've talked about phones, we've talked about expectations, we've spoken quite a number of things. But today, we want to get into something that rarely do people talk about, and that's how alcohol affects relationships. And I've got with me two gentlemen and two ladies just to help us get to know from their life stories, and then we delve into it so we can help somebody else out there.
Absolutely.
Because we're transforming lives one at a time.
Thank you so much.
All right, so with me today, we've got two ladies, as I said, and two gentlemen who are going to help us walk through how does alcohol affect people in relationships? How do they relate with their loved ones? Does alcohol affect them? So we've got people who have walked that walk, been addicted for a while, and some have come out, some are coming out, and they're willing to share their stories together with us today. I'll start right from the end. Over there, I've got James. James, please introduce yourself.
Thank you, Pastor Chris. My name is James Njoroge. I'm 47 years old. I've been in addiction for around 21 years.
21 years.
21 years, yes. But now I'm sober for the last 18 months.
For the last 18 months?
Yes.
21 years out of 47. That's quite a while.
Yes, Pastor.
All right. You married?
Yes, I am married, Pastor.
Okay.
With one wife.
With one wife.
And 3 children.
Okay.
Yes.
Next to James is Brenda.
Hi, I'm Brenda Ochieng. I'm an addictions counselor. I also went through alcoholism. I started drinking really seriously at age 31. By 35, I was done. And I spent quite a while trying to get out of it.
When you say you started drinking seriously at 31, that means you were drinking before that, but not as serious?
Not seriously. I had tasted alcohol. It was never anything important to me. I would rather drink Coke. I would much rather drink Coke than alcohol. Right. But at 31, then I started to, let me just say, party a lot.
Okay.
It was also the environment that I worked in.
All right. Because I was about to ask you, was there any factor that you could pin down to that cost you at 31 to get much into alcohol?
Yeah, sure. It was the environment, that there was just a lot of alcohol.
Okay.
And then I came to realize that it gives me energy and it makes me belong more, because I always felt I didn't belong, I didn't fit in. Yeah.
You're right. Are you out?
Out of alcohol? Yes, indeed I am.
All right. Okay. Julius.
Yes, thank you, Pastor. My name is Julius Ngede. I have been in addiction. I was in addiction for 18 years. Started quite young, at 18. But now I'm 7 years sober.
7 years.
6 years, this is my 7th year.
7th year, congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thank God for that.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. And lastly, I have Terry.
Yes, Pastor.
Yeah.
My name is Madam Terry Washira. I'm an addiction counselor. And my life in alcohol started soon after shortly after marriage. My husband was the one who was drinking, but I picked up the habit through drinking, and we have things we call experimental. Okay. And after all, of course, after many years of social drinking, I became an alcoholic. But of course, it affected my marriage so much that after some time we started fighting, and later on we separated. My drinking years were 15 bad years.
You brought up something which I would like to get into. You brought up something, social drinking. What is social drinking?
Yeah, in stages of addiction, we have many stages, and we start by pre-contact, where you sit with somebody who is drinking. That time you're not touching, you are just keeping company.
Okay.
Then we come to experimental stage, where you start tasting. Then we come to social use, where normally you don't even plan to use, but you find yourself, once in a while, maybe once a week or not at all. That's a social user. A social user never plans to drink.
Okay.
And then we come to problem use to heavy use, and that is where...
What's the problem user?
Problem user is where you find that 3/4 of your money goes to drinking or the drug of choice.
Wow.
And then you come, of course, to rock bottom, where you don't know whether you are going left or right.
Okay.
Yeah, where in fact, you don't care. You just drink, and you live to use and use to live.
All right. So you had hit rock bottom.
By the time I left home, I was a problem user. By the time we parted ways with my husband, but of course, having now gone away, I left my 4 children with him. And I was a secretary that time, and I went to very, very heavy use because I became a bachelor once again, a single woman once again. Of course, now I didn't have responsibilities.
Okay.
But besides that, I have a lot of regrets. But I thank God that someone saved my life by taking me to the rehab when I felt I had already reached rock bottom, where this person gets either depressed or commits suicide. Okay. Or is crushed by vehicles or beaten up by robbers.
All right. We're going to come to that, because then that gives hope that there's a way out no matter how far somebody has gone.
There is hope.
All right, Julius, please tell us about your engagement with alcohol and how that affected your relationships.
My engagement with alcohol started in high school, actually in Form 2, when I started going out with friends for the sake of fitting in. And that time it was not a problem until now. When I finished college, I came out of college, I started drinking seriously.
At Form 2, you were underage, so how were you accessing alcohol?
I started manipulating my mother, my aunties, my father, so they could give me a lot of pocket money. So I was maintaining my drinking through pocket money. So by the time I'm going back to school, I have a bit of money to drink, but it did not take long before now the addiction the using had caught up with me, and the pocket money I was getting from home could not be enough.
So you needed to find extra
so
money.
I needed to find extra money to maintain my drinking, and that is why I started stealing. Of course, I was not alone. Me and my friends, we had a group. We started stealing books from fellow students from the library.
Brenda, a lot of people who using alcohol, sometimes Madam Terry spoke about several stages, but a lot of people who are using alcohol find it difficult to say that they have a problem. At what point does somebody really now have to watch out for how they're using alcohol, and what are the symptoms that there is a problem in their lives?
A lot of people, denial comes with the disease. It just comes together, and that's why many people just don't see that they have a problem. But when you start to use, you find that you're using increasingly in order to get the same effect. That's already a red flag, because it means that you're developing tolerance, and tolerance is one sign that you're becoming an alcoholic. When you start to use in hazardous situations, you're normally used to drink in Westlands, but now you find yourself even going inside slums or places where you would normally not go because of safety. You're starting to do that. That's a problem. You're starting to get in trouble at work. Your relationships are starting to get in trouble. It means you have a problem. Those are some of the signs and symptoms.
What should somebody look out for, like talking about relationships, because today we are addressing alcohol use and relationships, how that affects relationships. What are the signs that you look out for in a relationship to know that the alcohol is beginning to affect the relationships around you?
When the alcohol is more important than the relationship, then there's a problem. If I have to go out and drink, I stay out drinking late, and I know that at home I am needed, my children need me, or my husband needs me, and that's not as important than the alcohol. That is a problem. When you find that your personality starts to change and there starts to be more quarrels, more fights, that's a problem.
All right. James, tell me, what are those things that somebody finds themselves, just a continuity from where Brenda picked up, what are those things that somebody finds themselves doing that you think are detrimental to a relationship as an alcoholic?
Oh, thank you, Pastor, for that question. Addiction, when it sets in, normally everyone will not know or will not accept. And those things that damage the relationship creep in softly, because we can call it lust, or we can call it selfishness. Everything I used to do was all about me. I would, a situation like if I have to pay school fees for my children, I'll ensure I'll pay the little most acceptable in the school, so that I find reasons and excuses to end up using their money. I would leave my wife sick. I'm going to buy some medication. She didn't know I have 5,000 extra in the pocket. She only thinks I have only 275 shillings to get some minimal medication. And what happens after that is that either I'll send the neighbor's house help, or the neighbor, if I'm lucky enough or sober enough, so to say, if I make it. But I'll go and maybe start taking one with the excuse I'll still take the medication. I might end up spending the night in the club with the hope I'll still go
and take the medication.
By the morning, I'm ashamed about it. And until the 5,000 shillings or whatsoever runs out, or I black out, if anything will not be stolen, or I'm not foolish enough to try to walk home and get mugged.
So you have raised up issue of finances.
Yes.
That finances gets affected in relationships where alcohol is being used.
Yes, Pastor.
Because now somebody feels that the alcohol is more important than anything else. Mm-hmm. Is it something that they have a control over, Madam Terry?
No. Unfortunately, we normally say it is the only disease, drug addiction and alcoholism causes brain damage and distorts reasoning. And it is the only disease that starts with depression. And normally what happens is that the onset of addiction, nobody can tell. The victim has no way of knowing that I'm getting addicted, because the disease of addiction progresses so slowly that I will not tell that I'm getting addicted. and the priorities changes. The things that I held most dear, which is my kids and my family, were left with the last burner. So the priorities changes because the thinking starts changing. Priorities now comes to alcohol or the drug of choice. And that is where problems comes in the home. The things I used to value most, I would imagine, the basic needs, food, shelter, and clothing. And for me, we had divided duties with my husband, and I used to buy food. And now it came to the point where I would buy the bare minimum. I would leave very little for the house girl to manage, while normally, before my addiction set in, I would buy wholesale. Like, end of the month, I would buy dry stuff, equip enough any food in the house. But the priorities changes when now addiction sets in.
Just to throw out any one of you who would, does a partner contribute to you drinking? Would you, does a partner make you feel that you need to go out over there and drink their behaviors?
May I? That's a very important question, and it's one aspect that is very largely ignored in relationships. Yes, a partner does, and not only does the partner do, even other partners like children, like neighbors, we can say, and it is called enabling. Whether my wife may have asked me questions about why I didn't pay, and she nags me, like men we say now, or whether she kept quiet about it, or whether I beat her up. And sometimes, sorry enough, this happens in homes, and she had a black eye. She went to work and just said, I stumbled while I was washing something. That is still enabling.
So by her not exposing you, she's enabling you?
Yes.
When she tries to hide and cover up for that, she's enabling you?
And enabling herself even, which is worse now.
How is she enabling herself?
She empowers herself to be in a position whereby she will feel ashamed if she doesn't continue with what she started.
Which is to accept the state
and
you
hide.
are in.
And hide.
And hide it.
Yeah, it is called stigma, People don't want to be labeled.
Brenda, before you became a counselor, your relationship got messed up.
My relationships could never come to a fruition. Before addiction, yes, I had relationships.
Yes.
When I started to drink, then I found that alcohol was, I had a relationship with vodka. And so the other relationships took second place.
All right.
And so I would not honor appointments. I would forget. I'd forget we're supposed to go somewhere. I'd be too drunk or my phone would be off or things like that. And so I killed relationships. But just to go back to what you asked before, that why does the person who is not drinking have the feelings of guilt and shame? It's because the alcoholic is a very manipulative person. They will make you feel it is your fault. If you say, why are you drinking? Why are you staying out? Why are you coming late? They say, because you're a nag. And so I don't want to come home to you. I'd rather stay in the club and come. And they make the person who's not drinking have a lot of guilt and shame, which is misplaced.
All right. Okay. So it brings financial problems. I'm just picking up my pointers from as you talk. There's financial problems. There is a lot of lies. There is manipulation. There's guilt. And all of these things do have a way of eating up on relationships. And I was trying to just find out by myself, a study on how alcohol also affects relationship. And there was a mention sometimes about violence. Is that a possibility, Julius?
Yeah, violence is a possibility. It's a big possibility, actually, especially when it comes to finances. I remember I used to come home with maybe a little money that has remained from my drinking. I'm from the bar now. When I come home and there's nothing to eat, nothing for food in the evening, now my wife could ask for some money, and I would give her just a little for the night. Then in the morning, she would wake up before me. She gets the money from my pockets, okay? And
just
I
to
wake
take
up
care of
later,
the needs of the...
and I know that money, that 100 shillings, I
You
had
had
saved
planned.
it for my kutoa lock. that it's normally called kutoa lock. It's an eye opener.
What is kutoa lock?
Kutoa lock, opening the kufungua macho.
Morning drink.
That's
morning drink.
Yes.
Okay.
It is the morning drink.
Okay.
And I remember I bet her up, having woken up in the morning. I find she got into my pocket, into my trousers pocket, removed the 100 shillings, and now here I am, I've woken up.
And
I
you
don't
have
want
nothing.
even tea. Yeah, I remember I have 100 shillings in my pocket. I look for it, I don't find it.
Okay.
Yeah, I asked my wife, she told me she bought milk for the children. Yeah, and that is when violence comes in.
So you get
I
violent.
beat her up. I get violent because now my brain, I'm thinking, where will I get another 100 shillings to go and get that drink?
All right. Terry, you lost your marriage at a certain point.
Yeah.
And you tried to recover that, but you recovered your children. What does somebody need to do in order to, first of all, get themselves out of alcoholism, and number two, to recover their relationships?
Yeah. Some of these things are traumatizing, especially after you become sober and realize where it all started. Remember, for me, I was accompanying my husband, and we used to go out. From Sunday, we used to take the kids to church, and then after that, we'd go out. And that's where I started picking the habit. But one thing I realized that after all that was lost, after I lost my family, I went deeper into alcoholism where I almost committed suicide. By this time now, my husband married and my kids were left alone. But I know very well that my husband did not put anything in my mouth. So it is me who was drinking. Yeah, okay. But he did not force me to drink. And we also had that bad habit of keeping the drinks in the house.
All right.
So that is also something that today I regret, because one of my daughter drink, even today. And it shows that I was a bad example. We were bad examples. And the thing is, people should know alcoholism or drug addiction. One person in the family is infected, the whole family is affected. How many people did I affect? I affected my children, my friends, my larger family. And when I came back, when I was sober, I came back to my children who are left alone because after the husband remarried, went away with the wife. Of course, now I could not even bond with them. They were annoyed with me for having abandoned them. And there is something we call stigma. And I know they suffered stigma. And stigma is guilt and shame. And I'm sure even my husband went through that. Yeah, something that is like inconceivable, we can't reconcile, okay, because they say there is a big gap. They even tell me, my children tell me, now they are grown-ups, they told me when I came back after 15 years of absence, and they told me on the face, but they didn't, they had a right to tell me, they were bitter, that, Mommy, you went away when we needed you. We were young that time. And I felt it because it is true. I really could have been there for them. But addiction is also something that I tell people that it is good to know when it is starting, even in your family, because it starts with the lies. It starts with behavior change. So parents should be very careful when they are having teenagers, because it starts with the youth, actually. You heard Julia said about high school.
All right.
It starts with small lies, manipulation, and even going even to their rooms and even being closer to your children.
So what should somebody do, Brenda, if a couple came to you that has been affected, either one of them or both of them are dealing with alcohol and their relationship is going down? What are they supposed to do in order to save their relationship?
Very important that they should come together, because many times what people do is that you take the alcoholic and you put him in a rehab, and you expect that when when he's done with the 3 months, everything will be perfect again.
So the two of them are supposed to be part of the process?
Two of them are part of the process, I mean, it's very essential that even when let's say the man is the alcoholic, the woman has to come. We probably have family days, he has to come to sessions, and we try to reconcile this thing. Okay. Because she needs to understand that this man is actually sick. when you ask, why do you drink, he doesn't know. He doesn't even know himself why he drinks like that. He probably asks himself the same questions when he's withdrawing and very miserable. He says, why do I do this? How did it come to this? He doesn't know the answers himself. So he's sick. She needs to understand that he's sick. He didn't ask to be sick. He didn't ask for the disease. But he also has to know that now that he knows he has the disease, recovery is his responsibility. So together, when they're together, then it has better chance that they are really going to be able to work things out. Because if they don't, then the woman has certain expectations when he comes home, which he may not be able to do, especially in the beginning. Or she begins to do things to him because before he was a thief, she's going to be looking out, locking things.
At what point does somebody take responsibility? Because you're saying they are sick. You don't think that somebody needs to take responsibility for decisions that they make? Or if somebody is into alcoholism, then we just treat it as a disease?
No. You're not responsible for your disease, but you are responsible for your recovery. And that is orientation. Right from the beginning, we make them understand that, the difference. I didn't ask to be sick, just like a diabetic didn't ask to be sick.
Okay.
Sometimes it's inherited.
All right.
Yeah. But then now that you know that it's in the family and that you're predisposed and probably you've already started to show signs and symptoms, then take responsibility for your health. Leave sugar.
All right. James, I know that you're working out your marriage at some point. There was, you nearly lost it, and you're working it out. Just in a minute, just tell me what you've had to do and how that has been working out for you now.
My marriage broke down, and my wife had hung on to it for so long. And when it broke down, I couldn't see it. I was just seeing that she's the one who was getting in the way of my not getting my drinks, my time, my space. When it broke down, she decided the best thing was to go and stay with her mother.
What woke you up?
And let me say, not only what woke me up, what really wakes up an addict is when we hit rock bottom. Madam Terry talked about that.
Thank you.
Rock bottom for all addicts is such a real event. It can be precipitated, it can be prepared sometimes, like for example, when one is hacked, or like separation in my case. But when it happens, one has nowhere else to go. And when rock bottom happens, and I am lucky, I think all of us here would say we are lucky, because the only option that remains for an addict at rock bottom is suicide. I tried that several times, it didn't work. I've had my friends die, some of them taking poison, some of them through accidents, blazing in the road with vehicle, bottles, ladies, just wacha tukufe, that kind of attitude. AIDS, which is another form of suicide. Daring to go out with women and other men.
All right.
This is reality that is there. A friend who goes out with the young girls from school, and they are threatened with letters and notes and SMSs, na mtu anakufa na stroke. Secretly, we go and bury them. As friends, we don't talk about the real truth. These are the rock bottoms that come in slowly.
Okay.
But the sad part is this. The children suffer, the spouses suffer, and the community suffer. Because I have debts. Somewhere maybe kiosk kama fundua kiatu or whatever, ama rent, steamer, even the government is losing money.
So they're battling with a lot of things, financial, emotional,
physical, spiritual.
And now, Pastor Chris, what this program is doing is so marvelous.
Right.
You have asked a very sincere question, which is very heavy for some people. When does responsibility come in? It starts with now. Psychoeducation, what you are doing here.
Right.
The calling that you have, relentlessly, you don't stop. The team who are here, they may be hearing this story. They may be seeing this for the first time.
Okay, and we're winding up. So you've spoken about, some people are hearing for the very first time.
Yes.
Some people are battling with this.
Yes.
And I want to give each one of you a half-minute opportunity just to speak your last words and give your contacts to whoever would love for you to speak to them if they want to contact you, people who are battling with addiction or their families are breaking down. So just in 30 seconds.
Addiction is real, but there is hope. I have battled addiction, but with the support of the skilled counselors. I was in the rehab at Blessed Talbot Recovery Center in Kiambu, Dumberi, under the able hands of Mr. and Mrs. Mwangi and the counselors there, and many other people whom I can't tell, my brothers and sisters. even newspapers, places I was able to get support. And without support, I couldn't have made it. So for those who are out there, know that there is help. Don't give up. All you have to do is just reach out.
If you have a drinking problem or if your loved one has a drinking problem, the day to look for help is today. Do not delay. This is a problem that leads only to death, if not jails and institutions. So the day to look for help is today. Goinghome.com, where I come from, does a lot of work in this way. We do a lot of outreach. We can come to you, you can come to us, and we are always very ready to help you.
Addiction is real, but there is hope. If you are battling with addiction, there is hope. Treatment works.
Alcoholism and drug addiction causes a brain disease. Whoever needs help, please remember that we are here to help. I am a survivor of addiction. I want to give you hope. One person in the family is infected, all the family members are affected. Addiction, alcoholism reduces a king to a pauper, makes someone masikini. Where I lived in a mabati house, karumu moja, from a very nice house, having sold everything that I had and having lost my family. It reduces families to poverty. Lakini there is hope.
All right, Mwekali.
I've gotten a tweet here that says exactly what she's saying. One, Wendy says, addiction is a family disease. One person may use, but the whole family suffers.
Yes.
So the conversation is overwhelming. Kennedy is saying to go through the torture of withdrawal, pain, sweat, and tears, and then to stay clean. Right. You should be proud. Never forget the day you decided to get your life back.
Amen. Right.
That's really good.
And for those who are, who are watching, we want you to interact with us on KTN Life and Style, that is Facebook. At KTN Life_Style, that's our Twitter handle. That's the same for Instagram. And when you write us, do the hashtag KTN Life and Style. Keep the conversation going on alcohol, and we'll be getting back to you. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Brenda, Julius, and James. Asanteni sana for encouraging people out there. So remember, we're taking a very short commercial break. When we come back, it's all about forgiveness on Nisamehe. Don't go too far. We'll be right back.
And we're going to check just on your uterus. We'll do an ultrasound on your breast to check why that itch. So that's what she did, and she checked, and after quite some time, she found the tumor under the left breast. Very big tumor, 9 inches. In fact, my first doctor called it the size of a tennis ball.